I need to find it. So... Go... And don't go hopping too far forward, because I don't want us to pull everyone through. I want everyone to... Not that it's anything difficult, but I want everyone to have the... Yeah, go through the whole thing. So, I was mainly talking to Give. She has a habit of floating off into the ether. Yes. Oh dear. Well, the first bit is basically like a mini jumping puzzle anyway. Well, it's not really a puzzle, but it involves jumping. So, am I right in hearing there's 2 people from UK, 2 people from the States, is that right? Yeah. Florida.
Okay.
Oh. UK people are less interesting.
Yeah, you don't want to know where I'm from.
The North.
The North, exactly. That's all you need to know.
Yep, that's specific enough for me. Give, you know what?
Where do you think it is? Have a guess. I don't have a very strong accent, I don't think, so it's tough. You've got the county right, yeah? Manchester, you got it. You're good at this.
She lives up the road. You can just fall off here. Just save a bit of jump, because you'll run into problems if you can't arrest your fall at the bottom. Well, if you've just broken your cankles. Well, that's because you do. Like a couple of tree stumps. Right, this part is pretty straightforward. It's follow the leader. We have to jump platform to platform, but the caveat is you can't have more than 1 person on a platform at the same time. As soon as we have two people's feet touching the same platform, they'll all sink. So basically, it's very British actually. I think this, because you just form an orderly queue and then follow the person in front. So no one can see if you make a mistake. Yeah, so just keep your eye on the person in front. As soon as they've moved, you move, and keep the thing moving as quickly as you can. 'Cause obviously, there is a time limit as well on each platform. Yes. There is a point as we go around the corner where at some of the sort of platforms up and above us, you'll have Scions shooting at you. It's easier to just kind of try and run around in circles on your plate whilst you're waiting, because if you try and shoot them, this bit's not so bad because it's fairly straightforward, but later on the route is a bit more complicated. So if you look up for a second and you've got loads of people jumping around in front of you, it's really easy to lose the person you're meant to be following and jump to the wrong plate. So not that it's the end of the world, but it's just more annoying when you're nearly at the end and then it goes right. Right, I shall go. I'm not going to ask if that makes sense to everyone, because I'm sure it does. around about now is when the scions will start appearing. Also, when I call out it's the last plate, at that point it doesn't matter if you step on someone else's plate, so you can just run, but not yet. Okay, this is the last plate, so you can just... No, it's not. Sorry. This one is. It's alright, you can go, you can go. Oh, I've just been booted off by the Incendior. To be fair, usually the first person up usually gets boofed off the side anyway. That time he was hiding around the corner. They'll spawn in a minute. As long as we reach this point, all the plates come back again. I think you have to get 3 people there. And technically, I'm assuming you made it. Or did you fall in before it? Oh well. We don't expect much more, do we, from you? What way are you going? Left or right, Giv? Left and right. Okay, so you go. So we need two teams of 3. So we need 2 people behind Giv and 2 people behind me, and it's the same thing. You move when the person in front of you moves. You just got 2 teams of 3. I think we've arranged ourselves. Okay, Giv, when you're ready. So Giv, every time you see one, it will be yours. Because when we get to the end bit, you'll be going before I do. This one's mine, Giv, so obviously. But the next one's yours. Or the next 2 are yours. Shit, I'm getting... Go, 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 Giv, go, go, go! Up. Oh, shite.
Guardian down.
Hopefully we made it enough. I think we made enough. Yay! Do you want to be on first 3 here or second 3? Okay. It's just, you know, when we get to the bit by that, when the platform's in front of that, you'll go left. You'll see what I mean. So we'll go forward like an L shape. When the platform gets there, I'll be going right around it. You'll be going left way around it. So you lead your team left. Yeah. Yes, you go 4th. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then if the two people get behind Giv, but it's the same thing. Right. Okay. I'm gonna go. No. So it's Giv, when you get to this one that I'm on, you're going to go the opposite way to where I'm going. Oh, fair enough. Alright, Giv, I think it's your turn now to start moving. Yeah. So you just need to move 3 plates along. Actually, I think the next one I think is mine. Yeah, this is mine. Oh shit! No, yes that is. You're not going yet at all. My team are just going at the moment. Oh, now it's everyone. Oh no, I'm not. I just got blasted off. Yeah, but I think we failed because we trod on it all at the same time. So they're gonna count as they're gonna count as falling. You might be all right. You might be all right because we still got half of us there, but I think because we fucked up the platforms. Oh no, it counted. Where are you running? Why are you running back? Well, you didn't. Where are you? I want to bump you off the edge again. Right, this time it's just going to be a chain of 6 of us. But this is a sort of complicated bit where you don't want to look up and shoot the scions because as we're jumping around, there's going to be bits where you'll kind of jump over someone like that stood underneath you, and then you'll be going back on yourself and jumping on their plate. So you really have to be looking at the person in front. So literally just follow the leader, and this bit's easy. As soon as you look away, trust me, you're just going to see loads of people jumping around, and you're going to be like, "Who the fuck where do I go?" Okay, so it doesn't matter what order we're in, just as okay. But yeah, as soon as you start getting shot at, just move around in circles on your plate. So this is the bit where I am, is going to be the jumpy over bit. It's alright, it's alright.
Guardian down.
Bye-bye. But you get the idea now. You've seen what I mean and where it's going. It's only one... It's that one bit, yeah, where you kind of jump... Yeah. Everything else is relatively straightforward. I mean, it goes a bit side to side and zigzaggy, but otherwise... It's alright. Don't worry. Trust me, the first time we did this, it was an absolute shit show. It really was. Oh, that was a shit grenade. Right, okay. Off I'm going. think we should have got past the danger zone now. God. Why did I invite you again? It's working. Yeah, all done. We can go. Okay. Oh shit, I've got the wrong bloody super on. Am I? Oh, I haven't got any rift. Other warlock, you don't happen to be running well, do you? Oh well.
I'm not either.
It's fine. You don't need it. It's just easier to stand in a well and be safe from the ads. Basically, we're going to stand up here. We can use our healing rifts. Go away, Siri. And you're going to have ads spawning around you down the bottom there and from behind. It's just about keeping on top of the ads. Ads, not abs. Once we finish this side, I'll say move, and we're just going to run to the back over there where that sort of red room is, at the top of that room next to that box. Right, just down there. But we're going to do the same thing. It's just about keeping on top of the ads. Once we've done that, it's the end of this encounter. So it's fairly straightforward. It's just kill ads. And it's easier. You can run around. It's just easy. We normally do it up here because when they gave the warlocks the rift, you can move down. Like if you've got a roaming super zone, you want to go down. To be honest, at our light level, you can go down and do it. We just got in the habit of getting up here because as soon as the Well of Radiance was a thing, you could literally just stand here and be immune to everything because you could just shoot. It was just easy. But yeah, you should be alright. Just don't go 2 balls deep on your own. Just if you're going to go in, just make sure you can get back if you need to, because sometimes the ads can hurt. But it's not really that difficult, to be honest. And it's 750 or something this raid now. So I think everyone will be able to. Chopping spots are a little bit annoying. Thought it was. Oh shit, more are coming in, I'm getting out. Yes. I believe it is. Oh, the twat. Right, I think we've got another wave here. Well, just one maybe. Where did he go? No, there was I went to go and palm him and he's gone. Oh. We may not even have to move, you know. Well, I think the ads just decide, they get bored on the other side and they come over this side to look for us. Yeah, might as well. Oh god, the Colossuses are in. I think we have to kill about two of these and 2 or 3 of these, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well done.
Perhaps you'd like to solve our little engine problem.
That was the whole...
That's the first encounter, yeah.
Wow.
Difficult, isn't it? Yes, everyone just just try and keep away from the edges. You won't sort of die, but you'll see some red pipes in front of you and a fan underneath you. So you're basically trying to bounce up on the fan and then land on the ledge that's at the top of the red pipes. Someone just trod on my head and pushed me down, but oh no! Well, I should have gone to make it the rest of the way. And for this bit here, you basically absolutely under no circumstances want to stand in the little boxes within the yellow squares. Oh! Twat. I knew she was going to do that. Basically, the pistons above us are going in and out. When they compress in, if you're not in one of these yellow squares, you get neated. Oh! No, I wanted to push you out. Yes, I'm gonna. Oh no! I was trying to push you out, and I nearly killed myself in the process. Yes, most deaths at the end of the raid. Need a nitro. Oh, well, we're nearly at James Bond's arsehole, you'll be pleased to know, Gib. Okay, well, we'll see you in about 3 days then.
I'll just quickly nip to the loo.
That's alright. You've probably got time for whatever you need to do.
No problem.
I'd laugh if she dies again. I like the way everyone's putting on waiting emojis. Apart from the one who's gone to piss. You might need to hit me. No, I'm not running on my bow at the moment, I'm afraid. Oh god. To be fair, I want something purple. Of those Vex things that have the purple ball, the Minotaurs. Oh, I was going to say, did you get the money? Oh my goodness. That's very bizarre. I think, do you know what I think? I think he's the devil and now he owns your soul. Yeah, he's gonna call on you to do his bidding at some point. What am I trying to do? Find a weapon. Telesta would be quite nice. But I need a pulse rifle, so I'm trying to get. Oh, I've been there before, it's a hideous place. hope none of the English people are from Leicester. Oh, God. Oh, for God's sake, where is this thing? Or I could have a purple... Sorry, Giv, am I boring you? Oh. Oh, it's alright, I'm only joking anyway. Quite frankly, I don't care if I'm boring you. Yeah. Probably the best way, to be honest. Oh! Yes, that will be lovely. I'll put that on. I've got one of them in the Postmaster. Have that. Right. The what? Sorry. Which one is your guardian? Yeah, Give the other way behind you. That's me you're looking at. Oh, it's Clown with a kicking cuff. Yeah, have we literally got 3 Warlocks, 3 Titans? I think we have, haven't we? Oh, no. Normally, yeah, I've just descended. Hunter's normally my main. I'm only running this because I need to push it up to 950. Right, basically, we're going to get sucked out of James Bond's arsehole in a minute, and we're going to be floating down, and there's going to be rings. It'll make more sense when you see it. It's going to be like a little meteor field, and then there's going to be rings as you go down. 7 of them, I think there is. We basically need to activate all 7. So if we get to the bottom and we haven't activated them, we just commit strategic suicide and repeat the process until we do to get the chest. Hopefully we won't need to, but even when us 6 raid that have done this 100 times, someone misses one or goes face first into a rock and dies. Is everyone in? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we're not forward enough. Because the door hasn't closed behind us. I swear we don't normally have to all be right here at the front, do we? Of course. Oh my god, it's just... No, it's put me at the beginning of the piston bit! Well, it looks like we have to bloody go to orbit. I don't know why it's stopped us there. But what's annoying is, until that opens, we're going to have to do this little piston-y bit again. Well, if we can't go... If we can't go any further, if I take us to orbit and bring us back, we're going to be at the start of the pistons. I'm not going to commit suicide here again. That's right. Well, let's right. No, I'm not going to go toward him. I'm just going to fire
If you
straight.
wish to
Oh, hang on.
enter, then
He's
by
talking
all
to us.
means, dive in.
Oh, here we go.
Yourself too freely when you
Oh,
see
I've just gone straight. I've gone straight into a rock.
eating legs can cause nausea.
Didn't even know what happened. I just started. I think it was either that or it was Nita's head.
Guardian down.
That's all right. You'll just start at the top of James Bond's arsehole. I'm not going to be able to revive you people because I'm going to get sucked off in a minute. Oh! I didn't hit a rock this time. Right, Give, I'm going to go right to try and get the right ones. Will you attempt left? Well, no, I'm going left because I bounced into a rock.
Guardian down.
Oh god! I've got no boost. I'm going to break my legs when I land. Oh, and I bounced straight off.
Guardian down.
And then that's fine. This bit's a little bit glitchy because when you get shot out of the sort of cannon bit, sometimes you just don't even. Normally, it's meant you should just get sort of stuck on the route that you're meant to go. But occasionally, if you're all bunched together, you hit each other, and then you just go sideways straight into a rock or something, which is. But it's just very random. Sometimes you'll have that. Sometimes you won't have it at all. Hot luck. But once you start falling naturally, it's just looking where you're going. Oh, God, I've got someone's bum in my face. So I think it's another warlock bum. Oh shit! Just broken my legs. Oh dear, dead.
Guardian down.
The vaginas. Well, I know right hasn't been gotten because I haven't made it all the way down yet. I keep getting. But this time I sense success. Yeah. This time I've had a smooth run. The middle one hasn't been got, I don't think, either, so if someone can go straight down the middle. I've got all three on the right, so... Oh, there we go. We can just get to the... Just don't open this chest yet, because otherwise it will disappear, but once everyone gets here, we can open it. So you can just need to make it down safely now. So don't worry about going a route, just go the easiest way down.
Guardian down.
Clown down.
Was it worth it?
Yes, do you know what they remind me of? They remind me of the Tom and Jerry woman. Oh, I look forward to it. We're all here, aren't we? Oh, well, what are we waiting for? Open the chest. I was hoping it would knock me in the hole, but it didn't. Well, that gave me a big load of fuck all. Also, be careful on this bit, because if you die here before you get to the plate with the boss, you'll start at the back of the arsehole again. Oh shit! I say that as I slide straight off the rock. Oh no! Oh no! I'm not gonna make this. Oh yes, I am. And I can't even. I haven't got any excuse because it's probably easiest on a warlock. Don't worry, we can pull you through, but we're not going to. We'll just wait for you. Mainly because I want to go and make a drink anyway, so the longer you take, the better. I'll be back in a sec.
At least you're not got to deal with Brexit in the US. Brexit, really?
Guardian down.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Took his prize money off him as well. Yeah, they took his prize money and banned him. Blizzard.
I'm back. Is everyone here? Did anyone go to the toilet or anything?
No, ready?
Of course you did. You didn't waste one of our revive tokens, did you? Good. If everyone gets down here, so this is the arena. So this is like the pre-boss phase, but we'll be in this arena for the boss as well. There are 3 plates around this central lump. This is obviously void plate, so you've got like an altar with void flames. To the left, or clockwise from here, is the solar plate, which you can see is nice and orange over there. And then to the right... Oh yes, I forgot that that raid banners were a thing now on these old raids. To the right is the arc plate, over there. So we're going to be in 3 teams of 2. For this encounter, all you need to be aware of is your plate, mainly, and the area immediately clockwise, so between your plate and the next plate, clockwise from your home plate. So if you're on void plate, these rocks here, these few rocks and bits and pieces, and the pick-upable item are your area too. So this is all void. Then from solar and the bit between solar and arc is all solar's plate, is all solar, and the bit between... Oh no! Okay, say. The bit between void and arc is all arc plate. It'll make more sense when I'm putting people there. Basically, for this bit, we need 3 people that are going to be runners and 3 people that are going to defend the plate. So, what plate do you want? Do you want to defend or run? You can defend. Because I knew you were going to be indecisive, so I thought it would be a perfect comic moment. Okay, I will do solar. I think void's arc's the hardest plate, to be fair. I'll do solar, and well, seeing as Greggy and DS, you're already on void. You can both be void, so you what? Oh, who's that? Who's defending? Which one? Is that DS? Okay, so Greggy, you're gonna run. Dino, if you want to go with Nita.
Yeah.
So, before I start, do you want to swap out? Let Dino stand on the one you are, and if you stand behind. Basically, don't pick that thing up yet. When I do a countdown, I'll say 3, 2, 1. You're going to pick it up, and then where Giv's standing, a second one will come. So the person that's... you'll be basically defending the plate, so you don't have to stand right here. The ads will come out from sort of these little... Yeah, the whole area. They'll come out from the sort of the left and right corners of your plate. Mainly goblins, occasionally those explodey things, and minotaurs now and again, yeah. So if you've got at least something with a void thing, it does help to break the shields. Actually, I've got this wrong, haven't I? Give, you need to stand where Dino is, because No! Use it when you need it, because there's no boss on this. This encounter is just about staying alive and keeping the clear of ads, so use it when you need to. To be honest, Dino, just stay on there, it's fine. Doesn't really matter for this one what way around we do it, so you'll be able to grab that. And Give, you don't need to move for this one anyway, because the boss doesn't shoot you on this one. Right, so DS and Comrade, I can't remember who it is because I ran past you. Greggy, so DS, if you can stand next to this cranium, and then Greggy, if you can come over to where I am at the moment. So again, when I say 3, 2, 1, DS, you'll pick yours up and run back to the plate. That was a nice save. I don't even know how you managed that, because you sort of went down and then floated back up again. But, well, nice. You'll pick up, once you've done that, you're going to run back to your plate, and just just put it into one of the flames and that will cook it. And then after that, after you've done that, that's the only thing you have to touch these skulls. You're just going to leave it to cook. And Dino, you'll do the same. When you pick yours, you're going to run to your plate, and then you're going to just plonk it into one of the flames on your plate. When you do, you'll have when I say 3, 2, 1, just grab the skull, and then you're going to go and plonk it into one of the flames. Obviously you'll pick up the second one. So about a second or two after the first one's picked up, a second one will spawn on this plate, Greggy. So just be ready for it to pick up. And then, so does that mean I'm with Mr. Clown, aren't I? Is that right? I've lost him. Oh, he's up there, dancing on top of the rock. So obviously me and you are solar. Do you want to run? Or do you want to defend? Okay. Okay, fine. So if you grab this, you'll be over here so you'll grab this skull when it's 3, 2, 1 time. And you're going to do the same. You'll put it in one of the flames, and then after that you just concentrate on defending. Right. So runners, the rest of this is going to mainly be down to you, because largely the people on defending the plates aren't going to be doing a huge amount, apart from, well, they are, but they're just going to be killing ads, so they're not going to be concentrating on. Yeah. Right. So the only thing that people that are on the plates permanently that you will have to do is, if you look. Hang on. If everyone just goes back to a plate at the moment, sorry. You know where you've got to go when we're ready to start now. Doesn't matter what plate you're on. If you look at the big block in front of us, and it looks the same on all 3 plates. It's roughly split down the middle into 2 halves, 2 sideways triangles, and it's got 3 holes on, like 3 sort of indents on each side, circular indents. 1 on the top half and 2 on the bottom. Everyone see those? What I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Right. What will happen is, as soon as we start the encounter, it will be a random plate. And it will either be on the left side or the right side, but all 3 of those will light up, and you'll get 3 coloured crystals. So it could be any combination. It could be 3 of the same, it could be 2 and 1, or it could be 1 of each. And it will be basically either solar, void, or arc. So it'll be blue, purple, or orange. If it's your plate, but at first when you hear the chimes, because they'll make like a ding sound every time the crystal appears. If it's on your plate and you're the person defending that plate, you need to be keeping an eye on the crystals as they spawn in. So let's just say it's on solar plate. We start off. You cook your first skull. You look up and you see a solar, void, and an arc crystal appear. Say here, here, and here. You just call out exactly what you see. Rather than say 2 solar, 1 void, or whatever, it's easier just to call it out in the order you see it. Sometimes when you're in the middle of everything else, it's just when you're trying to say that. So just easier to say like solar, void, or whatever. But you call it out and you say what plate you're on. So if it was here, we'd be like solar, arc, void on solar. That way, the runners, if your plate is called out, you need to grab your skull and come and destroy the crystal of that element on the plate that was called out. So in that case, both runners on arc and void would grab a skull, they'd make their way over to the solar plate, and they shoot the skull into the crystal to destroy it. So it's a bit like the crystals encounter on yes, that's it. And in Vex Offensive, where you've got to kill the oracles where they're floating. They look a bit more like the oracles in Vex Offensive, except they're 3 different colours. So you do that. This becomes harder when you've got 3 of the same. So if it was, say, 3 voids, it takes you'll kill 1.5 crystals with 1 skull, as long as you don't miss any of the beam. It comes out a bit like Cold Heart. It's like a constant beam. So with 2 skulls, you can kill 3 crystals. However, you need to recharge. You need to have a charged head in the flames to be able to go back and pick one up. Because in theory, it could be void, 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 void. And if it is, you're going to be having a bit of a difficulty trying to charge enough heads. So if that's the case, one of the other runners on one of the other plates will try and help you out. So if there's no solar, I'll go and help recharge. I'll just grab some of the skulls that will be reappearing in the rocks. So where you are at the moment, Greggy and DS, if it was that encounter where it's load of void, as soon as you've emptied a skull, a new one will reappear somewhere on those rocks between Void and Solar, and then you just pick it up. So if you're coming to Solar, you'll be running back past it anyway. You can grab it on your way back, plonk it in, grab the other one, and so on and so forth. If you're going to Arc, it's a bit harder because you've got to run. You're not going to be going past here naturally. But don't pick up. If let's say there's nothing happening on Void, and it's all Solar, and I'm running around like crazy, and I haven't got time to recharge mine, and Greggy, you decide I'm going to go and help Solar, don't grab one of your heads from your area to charge in the Solar plate, because it won't respawn in your area until it's been used. So you'll come over to my plate and go and grab one from the Solar skull area, which is it's always clockwise from the plate. But that's it, and you're only going to do that if you literally are not needed. If you're needed to kill your own crystals, just focus on that. Basically, that's it. There are 18 crystals altogether. 3 will spawn at a time, and they'll always be on the same plate. So if they and as soon as they've spawned on the first plate, they will move clockwise around the middle. So if the first set of 3 was on the right-hand side of Void plate, when the second lot appear, it will be on the left-hand side of Void plate. Then it will move around to Solar. It'll be on the right hand, then the left hand, and then it will move around to Arc. If it starts on the left-hand plate of Void first, the next one would be Solar, then Solar again, then Arc, and the last one would be the right-hand side of Void. So it always moves around clockwise from where it starts. If you have got multiple crystals that you have to kill, you want to make sure that you always kill the ones that are rightmost before you start killing the new ones that have just spawned. So if you were standing on Void plate and there's 6 crystals there, and let's say I'm just using Void as an example, there's 1 Void on the right hand half of it, and there's 1 on the left hand. Kill the right hand one first, because they would have spawned in earlier and they'll be closer to detonating than the one on the left, if that makes sense. So as soon as they spawn, they're on a countdown timer to kill us. If you don't kill them quickly enough, we wipe. So that's it. It's a bit of a complicated explanation because it's been a while since I've explained this actually, but does that make sense at least, mainly to the runners, but obviously the other people, that even if you're not running, it's worth you understanding what's going on. So does anyone have any questions, or do I not make any sense?
No, sounds good.
Cool. Cool. So the only thing that the people that are defending the plates, just make sure you're always in a position where you can see the big block in front of you, and you're going to need to just be paying attention so that as soon as you see the next set of crystals, just call out the new crystals that have spawned. So if just so that we can get them as quickly as possible. So as soon as the next lot spawn, just call out the 3. And even if there's some left over. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's it. But when the next lot spawn, let's say you just called out the first 3. People are dealing with them. The next lot spawn, but there's still 1 left over on the first plate. Don't bother calling that one out again. Just call out the new 3, so it doesn't confuse things. Because whoever was meant to be dealing with that first thing would already know that they need to deal with it. So just call out the new lot that's there, if that makes sense. No. It is, yeah. Well, it would have been fun. You take all the fun out of... Oh, shit. Oops. Just dropped my controller. No, I dropped my controller. No. This is... Now we've got the... Now if you die, you're going to waste a revive token. But, now it's the encounter, so we'll start here at this encounter. So, if everyone's good to go, if everyone wants to get into their position, so, I think... Yeah, I just need Clown, if you can just get to the skull on this side. Yep. And then once you are there, we will do 3, 2, 1, go. And then run back to plates. Dunk. Grab second ones. I think they're on Arc, the first lot of crystals. No, they're on Solar. It's 2 Void and 1 Solar. So obviously, Arc doesn't have to do anything at the moment apart from kill ads. So just help the person kill ads if you're not needed.
Okay.
You'll have to wait until skull is charged. It's on the left-hand side of the solar plate, so next one will be on arc. Okay, on my way.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Okay. That's all right, but you get what's going on. So that's when one of the 3 crystals wasn't killed. So yeah, I'll plonk one because I need to get rid of some. I've got 100 and something, and after over 100, it starts filling up a second slot in my inventory. So I want to get rid of. I only want to get rid of 9. After that, you can use your own. Yep. No, you can shoot. You just shoot your own. Yeah. Yeah. Although Dino should be shooting on your plate because he's the runner. No, well, I think I said. So Dino should be. I know he was. I think he was dead anyway, so you would have had to pick it up. But generally, Dino should be picking up the skulls when it's time and going. Like if it's Ark that's called out, Dino should be the one running around to the plate to. I think. Well, it's just, I think if people haven't done it before, they may as well, I'm saying that, but I'm running, but that's because Clown said he wanted to defend. It's just so they get an idea of what else is going on, because, Okay, is everyone in position to go? Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So, it's Solar, Void, Void on Solar. Same as before. So basically, person that's running, when you know you've got to go, you need to just be obviously focusing on the skull, pick it up, grab it, shoot it. Make sure you use all of it in one, some of it in the next, then run straight back, grab a skull on the way if you can, if it's on your plate that you're running past. The next one will also be on Solar, give, just for the record. Well, it's only because it's on my right-hand side, so it's not going to come round to you until the one after, or come round to Ark until afterwards. Right, next lot are coming in. Right, it's all 3 are the same. 3 Void. I'll come and help you. Shit, I've just picked up. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna... Obviously, oh shit, I've just blown into a tree. Nicely done, and then start on the next lot. I'm gonna charge one, but I'll grab the one that's... there's not one here. Did you not grab one back on the last run when you came back? Yeah, there'll always be one if you've run out, so because now we're gonna have to wait for them to charge. It'll be fine, so we can still kill them. But it just means we've got to wait. And I think the next lot are going to spawn on Ark as well in a minute.
Guardian down.
Right. Repair you. Keep an eye on the call-outs because they'll be needed in a minute if we... Right. Oh, the middle one is nearly dead. And it's the middle one that needs doing. Two arc and a solar. How long have they been there? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. No, that was the void one that we missed. That's why as soon as you've used one, you have to make sure your one gets replaced. So if you're running past yours, it's easy peasy. Just keep an eye out for it. Like I say, they do spawn in random places in those rocks. So it won't necessarily be in exactly the same place, but it will be there. But you must empty it. If you just drop it, it won't count. No. So make sure you use up all your ammo, even if you just fire it at the floor. So if you oh, yep. So yeah, even if you've just got one crystal, I'd say kill your crystal, empty it, run back to your plate, grab a fresh head, charge it, and then at least you've got two. You've got one cooking whilst you're running off to do the other one. Exactly. God. Yes. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's not on ours this time. Who's got the crystals? Okay, well at least it's easier for Void because you don't have to run off, you can just kill, you can pick. So it'll be Dino taking an arc, killing the arc crystal on Void Flame.
Yeah. On the way.
And then make sure if there's not a second lot of crystals, empty your skull and pick up a fresh arc skull on your way back because you'll be running past where they spawn anyway. Solar arc void on solar. After obviously killing the one on
Oh no.
Did you survive? I think you survived, didn't you?
Yeah. Luckily.
Yeah, okay. Nicely done. Yeah, also, next lot is Void on Solar. I'll come and give you a hand. Okay, there's no spare one, so yeah, if person defending, if you've got some downtime, and there's no ads there's no ads spawning, just if your teammate is doing a lot of killing, just go to their spawn area and see if there's a head, just grab it, plonk it in one of the things so it's cooked for them. So you should be able to you should be able to grab a head on your way back, Greggy. It should hit. Yeah, there it is. Cool. They're spawning on Arc now. They're all done on Solar, by the way, so you can just go to Arc. Oh.
Down.
Focus on the crystals first. Repair her later.
Crystal done.
Oh,
Just
there we
need
go.
the void one.
Yep, cool. I'm gonna go and get the spare void and plonk it into your hob.
one now, is there? Ah, okay. Up right near them.
Okay, I'm coming. So you just, whilst you're not doing anything on Void, you may as well go and collect your second head so you're ready. So you kind of get the idea. The idea is to have two heads cooking at all times and then just helping each other out if you're not doing anything. Yeah, I'll repair you in a sec. Right. So in a minute it should spawn on Void Plate, the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. You should be able to deal with that. Well, obviously... Shit, I can't even throw. Is that the last piece as well? Or is there one more section? Yeah, it is. There we go, it's done. So we can go back to Void Plate for your prize.
What an absolute delight that was.
Ooh, exotic. Tractor cannon, great. Just what I always wanted. Right. So, the boss is that big blob in front of us at the moment. So, this time, it's more or less the same mechanic, but a lot more chaotic. So, as well as you're still going to have your basic, you're going to have the runner, and you're going to have the defender, but it is going to be a slightly more dynamic. The first two skulls will spawn in the same places as last time, so you can see the first one. So you're going to stand in the same places. However, whoever with the second person collecting was, you're going to need to make sure you're not stood on the plate when we start, because there's a much longer delay before the second skull spawns in after the first one's picked up. And if you just stood there, the boss will be shooting you. So the main plate that will have ads on it will be the plate that the boss is facing. So what will happen is if you look up at the sort of triangle, this time you can see there's two triangles, but it's sort of top and bottom rather than side to side. Basically, the top point and the left and right side, if it's your plate that's the damage plate, they will have three coloured balls, one at the top, one at the left, one at the right. Obviously, if it was, say, to the right of Void, you'd see a coloured ball on the left of Arc, but you wouldn't see one on the top of Arc or the right of Arc. So make sure you're only going to call out at this point if you can see all three balls, so they're basically on your plate in front of you. And it's the same as before, so you'd call out Arc, Solar, or whatever it is. So the way this works is the first person that picks up the skull, you just pick up your skull, you go to your plate, you dunk it, and then you just defend plate, and then but you are going to pick your skull up again, whichever one you've charged. You are going to be needing it at some point. However, for the first part, you just grab it, dunk it in your home plate, and then kill ads until it's cooked, and then by that point you'll know where you're going. In the meantime, once the three first people have got to their plates, so this time it probably won't be me, it will be, so on our plate, Clown, it will be you. You'll need to get to the plate, dunk your thing, and then look to see if we've got the three balls or not. If we haven't, you don't need to worry, just carry on killing. As soon as we've been told where they are, so let's just say it's on Nita's plate, and she calls out Void, Solar, just as an example. The people that are picking up their skulls second, wait until I tell you where to go. So don't automatically run to your home plate and dunk, because what we want to do is charge as many of them on the damage plate, i.e. 3, as we can, and we only want to go to a different plate if we need one of that element, for example. So if it was Solar, Void, we've already got one person on home plate, which would be DES, I think. So he'd be here. I'd go to Arc and dunk mine, and I'd get Greggy to go to Solar. So then there'll be 2 on Solar, there'll be 3 on Arc because Give will have already done it, and so forth. So it might not make any sense to you, but just trust me, in my head, I'm deciding where the best place for people to go to. We've got enough of the elements we need to break the shield, but as many people are on damage plate as possible, and also damage plate is going to have the most adds on it, so the more people there, the better for defending. You will still get some adds on if you're on the other 2 plates, but it's a lot less busy because the boss isn't looking at you and trying to shoot you, as well as all the adds spawning in. So once we've done that, as soon as your thing's cooked, you grab it and you go to whatever the damage plate is. So whoever called out, if it was so and so, if it was Give on, like we know damage plate is on Arc. So as soon as your one's cooked, you grab it, you run to damage plate, hold on to it, and don't use it to kill any of the adds. Do you want to save it for damage phase? At this point, what will happen on the boss is, or on the damage plate, where the 3 balls are at top, left, and right. Let's just say it's one of each to make it simple. There was a Solar, there was an Arc, there was a Void. Basically, you need to use the matching skull. And it could be either of us holding it. It might be the person who's gone to the home plate, the Void plate, but you may have also gone to Solar and charged it in Solar, so you might actually be a Solar head, but by the time you charged it. But whatever, I will tell you who's taking what. So, Give, by default, if there's only one Arc, you're going to shoot Arc. By default, Clown, you're going to shoot Solar. And by default, DS, you're going to be shooting Void, because if we need one of those, you 3 are definitely going to be charging that particular element, because you're always going to be going to that home plate. So if there's only one of each, you 3 are going to be shooting the balls. The only time other people will be so the only time me, Dino or Greggy are going to be shooting any of those balls is on the off chance that there's more than one there might be more than one ball of the same element. So there might be 2 Voids and 1 Arc, for example, and then someone else will have the second Void cranium. Anyway, basically, once we're all at damage plate, we're going to say, is everyone ready? And when we say everyone, we mean the 3 people that are taking care of the balls. And we'll do a 3, 2, 1, and then we'll decide who's going for left, right, and top. And once we do that, you need to shoot your beam and drag the ball down. So basically, it's fairly easy. As long as you drag your sort of cursor down fairly steadily and quite slowly. If you drag it too fast, you'll overshoot it and it will pop back to the top. But basically, in the middle, where that sort of horizontal line is in the middle, there'll be like a sort of circular opening in the middle, and that's essentially a goal. So you're either dragging down from the top, you're dragging in from the 2 corners to that middle goal. And ideally, all 3 balls need to get there at roughly the same time. You've got a couple of seconds grace, so you don't have to get it. If once one's gone in, it doesn't matter. But as soon as all 3 have been unlocked, it will crack the shield, and then it's damage phase on the boss. Does that make sort of some sense so far, just in terms of getting it to damage phase? Or does anyone have any questions on that? It'll make more sense when you see it, but...
Yeah, it was quite a lot to take in, that.
Who's I'm? Well, it's not. This is what I'm saying. For this thing, it could be. It depends. It really depends on what plate the balls are on and how many of what thing there are. But you're going to be essentially you're grabbing the first skull. You're always going to bring that, and you're always going to bring that to Void, and you're always going to charge it here. So regardless of that. If there's a Void ball on one of the damage plates, whichever plate it's on, you're going to be taking that. You're going to be dragging that Void ball when it comes to dragging it into the center of the barrier. If there's more than one Void, it'll be you plus whoever else has happened to charge their head on Void at that time. So it might not necessarily be Greggy. It could be me. It could be someone else. But if there's only one, you're always going to be taking a Void ball. Just for simplicity, and when it comes to that point, we just need to do a 3 to 1, and then the 3 people getting the balls we'll drag it in. But it's fine. Once we get there, it will be easy once you see it, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. And it doesn't matter if we fail a couple of times. It's the first time everyone does it. It's not always as straightforward. If we manage to get to damage phase, and I'm only going to briefly mention this now because I think for now let's just practice breaking the shield, because once we've done that and we know what we're doing, if I haven't had a chance to explain damage phase properly, I can re-explain it then. But basically, once the shield's down, we're going to be shooting at that big sort of thing that looks like a lucky raspberry on his head. So it's like a strawberry. Just keep firing that. So again, whatever DPS weapons you've got, snipers, rockets, supers, if they're ranged supers are good. There's basically distinct phases. So we're going to be shooting him, but at the same time, he'll be doing attacks on us. The first one is a net, where he fires like a Vex net towards us. It looks like a triangle. At that point, you need to make sure. So when you hear me, when you're on damage plate, do not ever be stood out in the open whilst you're doing damage. Always make sure you're stood next to a rock, so that when net is called out, it'll be shouted out several times. You can duck behind the rock, and you need to be literally right against the rock, because if you're a bit further back, the net sometimes clips you. And the bigger the rock you're behind, the better. So you'll hear net, 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 net. You just need to shoot the boss, move behind the rock for a split second. You'll see the net sort of float into our damage plate. It might catch someone. And then after that, you can poke your head back out and carry on shooting. The next phase will be exploders, so he'll send like these black harpy things towards you, a bit again like on the menagerie, on that boss, on the where you've got that. He looks a bit like this, but he sends these dive bombing things. So you'll hear us shouting dive bombers. At that point, when you hear dive bombers, just fire. There'll be like three or four on each side, sort of floating above him. Just try and shoot dive bombers, and so they don't, because they'll go for one person. So if all 6 hit one person and no one's killed any, that person will die. So if you at least kill a few of them, then if a few slip through, at least they're not going to get killed by the explosion. And there'll be 2 waves that. So it'll be basically net, 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 then it'll be dive bombers, then net again, then dive bombers again. So in between those, you're either going to be ducking out of the way of the net or shooting the dive bombers. But after each of those, you go back to doing damage to the boss, and then his shield comes back up, depending on how much damage we've done. So it's quite a quick phase. It's probably about 15-20 seconds at most, the damage phase, plus you're ducking in and out. So you want to be doing at least a third damage, which we should do. It's a lot easier when you have got hunters, unfortunately, with Celestial Golden Gun, but it's still, with our light level and the weapons, it should be easy. That's just chaotic, to be honest, when you're there. If once that's over, there's a wipe phase, but I'm not going to explain that yet. I'll wait till we've had a chance to get there. Cool. But if everyone else is ready, you may as well get back to your starting points. Just don't pick anything up yet until... as I said, people that are picking up the second skull, just make sure you can see where it's going to spawn, but just hide behind a rock so the boss hasn't got direct line of sight on you, otherwise you will be frazzled. And then just move once you see your skull spawn in. Luckily, I've got some natural cover right where mine spawns. And as Giv said before, people that are picking up first, this is the one where after you pick up, there'll be a short cutscene. So just don't jump, just grab, wait for the cutscene, and then jump after the cutscene's finished. Otherwise, you'll sort of be caught mid-air in the cutscene, and then plummet to your doom. Did you say enorm? Oh dear. I'm interested to see how the 6 are doing on Garden of Salvation at the moment in the clan. Yeah, I'm hoping they fail. Yep. LB team. Wow, I wouldn't even go that far. Oh, bet you will.
Happy birthday for Monday.
That's alright. See, it worked. Right, is everyone ready? Oh, no. Someone's on the move. Okay. Right, as I said, second person who's grabbing the second head, just make sure you're out of sight. I couldn't remember who was doing what. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Funny, I saw people jumping. They may be alright, they floated quite a way before they... Just jump up. I think the second one doesn't spawn and... Oh, it's coming in now. So, the boss, where are the 3 orbs? What plate? Second people, don't dunk yet, second people. What is it, what are the 3 colours on... What are the 3 colours? One of each. Right, okay, so, Greggy, go to Void, and Dino, go to Void, and Plonk, charge your head in Void. Yeah, you stay there. You're always going there, because you're dunking anyway. It's only the second people that wait to be told where to go. No, you shouldn't. Yes.
Alright, so we've dumped 2 then.
Oh, that's fine, just grab it and take it when you need it. Just, in future, you grab, plonk it into... Right, I think ours are charged, so we can take our solars over to Void plate. So everyone grab and go over to Void. So I will be taking, obviously, the solar one when it comes to that. So DS... No, it's fine, but you'll be using yours for damage on the boss. So, DS, if you take the left Void Ball, and Greggy, you take the right Void Ball. Everyone else take care of this, use your... If you're not shooting the balls, you can use your things on the bosses. Right, in 3... Grab your 2 Void things, because in 3, 2, 1, we need to drag these, balls. Have you both grabbed them? Okay, 3, 2, 1, drag your balls into the middle. That's it. That's it, nice. Right, get ready for damage on the boss. Nets. So move out the way. No, they've already gone. So now Tide Bombers coming down. Don't know where the net went. That's it. Net. Oh, I got caught as well. I bumped into someone. So shoot the people in there. Thank you. Dive Bombers again. I think you did. Okay, this is a bit glitchy. It's gone very quickly. Oh, it's because we took so long to get the right. Okay, hang on. Let's just wipe here anyway, because this is the wipe phase. But I'll explain. We just took too long when we were a bit messed up with where people were going and where people were dunking. So we took too long. Because it's on a time limit from when you pick up that first skull. And we took ages to organise ourselves, ages to get to play, and then ages to pick up and shoot the balls. So, it needs to be seamless. So that's fine, right. So...
Right, okay.
Yeah, and Dino, as soon as yours arrives, pick it up. It's probably best just stay where you are in those rocks until you've been told where you need to go. And the same for Greggy, because I'll either send you to Ark or Void, so if you're in between the two, at least you've got... rather than waste time going to Ark and then have to go back to Void. So, just stay in the rocks, but just be behind cover so the boss can't get you. But that's... You probably didn't... It's fine. We'll probably wipe a few times anyway, so it's not like we need the revive tokens anyway. So once we get had a few goes at this, you'll see what. Right. So that was that. It was a bit easier, but you see what we're doing in terms of dragon.
Okay.
So you see what we're doing then with dragging the balls. So next time we do it, as I say, we get to the plate.
Okay.
Hang on, before we go, people that are, when it gets to damage phase, the people who are not shooting the balls, basically, if you're running, obviously, ideally, you want to save your skull to fire into the boss, but obviously when you're holding a skull, which we all will be, you can't shoot anything, and we don't want ads on the plate shooting the people that are trying to get the balls, so... If worst comes to worst, as long as you don't have to use your skull on the ads, on the balls, just kill the ads with it. It's not the end of the world if we don't pump it into the boss, but just, if you've got it, it does quite a lot of damage, so pump it into the boss if you still have it, but don't do it, don't not kill the ads at the expense of saving it. Okay. You know it won't play again, so you can just grab and go now. So 3, 2, 1, go! So it looks like Arc plate is going to be the damage plate, because that's where he's firing. Okay, I will go to... So if Greggy and Dino go to Arc... No! Yeah, Arc, yeah. Hang on, I thought you said... to Void. Sorry. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. Oh yeah, so sorry, you should. I fucked that up. For some reason, I was thinking it was two arcs on Arc. I don't know why I said that. Don't worry. So, where are the? I'll take top solar. So grab your thing, clown. You take the right hand solar ball to drag, so you're going to have to grab that when we do it. Have you already charged yours, Dino?
No, I've got it.
You need to have charged it by now. You don't go. You just try and get to the plate the quickest way you can. Right, 3 are the people that have got the void and 2 solars ready with your shooting the balls. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Drag your balls. Void. Who's doing the void ball? DS, aren't you doing it? It's fine. It's too late. Our ones have respawned and we don't have enough ammo to get them in the middle. Don't worry. Yeah. That's alright. It's alright. And kill yourselves. That's what I mean, because it changes and you're not. Sometimes you'll have to get an orb, sometimes you won't. It just depends. So it's just a lot more going on. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not difficult. It's just unpredictable. and it's just chaotic. Yeah, it's just it's annoying. I mean, this is probably one of the worst raids to do prestige first time and learn what to do if you've never done it, because it's you don't get any time to explain or see anything. It just all happens. Just out of interest, because we didn't have a particularly good damage phase, but did anyone happen to notice how much damage we did that one time we got there? Okay, that's fine, I just wondered, because I know I had an abysmal one, and I got trapped in a net, so... Right, I think everyone's in position... Are they? Yep. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Thank you. So, Greggy go to Void, Dino go to Void. So when we do the 3, 2, 1 clown, you'll be getting, there's only one solo, you'll be getting it. And again, DS, you'll be getting the Void, and Give, you'll be getting the Arc. Yeah, ours are as well, so if we grab ours and go over... But you've got, just wait until we're all there so you can... That's fine, you can wait until everyone's over there, because you want to be shooting ads until everyone's ready to go, because everyone else needs to get to you, otherwise you'll be a sitting duck. But just... Okay, I think you can grab your head now, the Void head, DS. Okay, so if you all get ready, in 3, 2, 1, shoot your balls into the middle. Nice, get ready for damage, be near a rock because of the net. Net straight away. Nice. Get ready for, what do you call it, harpies? Don't worry, just... Nets, get out of the way. Nice, no one got hit. Get the revive after damage phase. Harpies, oh, his thing's up. Okay, you still need to be a bit quicker because his shield's coming up before the end of damage phase. Right. Does everyone kind of get the gist anyway of what we're doing up till this point?
Yeah.
Has it? No, not yet. I'm going to get us to wipe because we've got wipe phase, haven't we? Anyway, if we just wipe, has everyone had a chance at dragging the balls? Cool.
No, I've not.
Right. Okay, but you understand what's going on if you have to.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. So if we all kill ourselves, that's basically that's all we have to do up until the end of damage phase. Okay. So we'll be repeating that as many times as we can. As I say, where the well is in a perfect place as well, it's best to have it to one side so we can stand in the well but move to the side so that we've got a we can jump behind a rock if we need to as well. Just make sure, obviously, because literally almost as soon as his shield goes down, there'll be a net immediately, so we want to have cover. Yeah, that was decent. That was decent damage. Obviously, if you've got grenade launchers, rockets, or snipers, probably best for damage phase, as well as the heads. I'm going to place a Revalet. Okay, so once we finish damage phase for the next couple of things, you probably noticed, especially the first time, a load of rocks appeared sort of around the boss in the middle, like floating platforms. Basically, we're going to have a left team and a right team. So the left team you're going to be based on void plate. So if we have the two void people, so DS and Greggy, if you can be on void plate, and Give Nita, if you can also be on that plate, so you'll be going for the left-hand white bits. So if you have a look down the bottom here, you can see like that's one of his claws that's got like a white bit sort of covered up with at the moment. But you can see there's like a pale coloured sort of lump underneath those crisscrossy bits of wire sort of over the top of it. That's what you'll be aiming for. They'll open up and they'll glow bright white, but he's got 6 of them across his body, and to stop the damage phase you have to kill a pair of them. So they're on opposite sides of his body. So on the first damage phase, the 3 sort of left people will just stay on void, and me, Clown and Dino, we're going to go right, so we're going to kill the opposite side one. Basically, for the very first white box, we're going to climb to the very top of the rocks. So there are gaps. You absolutely must not fall in during this bit, because we can't afford to lose people or revive. But if you'd served like jumping forwards and backwards, if you sort of run sideways to climb. So if, for example, if I was trying to get from where I'm stood up, rather than jump this way or that way, if I jump sideways, they'll basically, if I jump up this way and I miss and I drop back down, I'm just going to land on the platform I was already on, rather than the hole. Whereas if you try to sort of jump across the gaps, like forwards and backwards slightly, if you do miss, you're going to fall in. So you'll see what I mean when they're there. They kind of form a circle around the boss. So you want to kind of zigzag, climb up, and once you're up at the top, you'll see on the back of his like sort of shoulder blades, behind his head, there'll be this little patch that opens up, and it's white. As you shoot it, it will start turning red. It needs to take sustained damage to break it. So if you're shooting it on your own and none of your teammates are there, if you run out of ammo and no one is shooting it, it will go back to white and you have to start the damage again. So basically you want to stagger it. So even if you all get up there at the same time, once one of you calls, I've started shooting on right or left, just hold back, give them a chance to put a few rounds into it, then you start, so that when they're reloading, you're still shooting. So there's always some damage going into it to stop it from resetting. Basically that's it. We keep shooting it until it breaks. As soon as it's broken, that's the end of the white phase. We've stopped him wiping. You're going to go back towards your home plate where you'd collect your skulls, and when the same thing appears. But this time, from then on, there'll always be 2 skulls. So the first person will grab a skull and go straight back to their plate as normal, but make sure it's grabbed from your area. The second person, just like before, you're still waiting to be told where to go, but you're just getting ready to kill, to grab your skull as soon as it's time to. And that's it. It's rinse and repeat that process until we kill him. Does that make sense? Okay. So basically, if you're on the right side, try and follow me as to where to go for the white things. And if you're on left, so DS, Greggy, and Give, follow Nita. So Nita, just obviously take your time, because Titans, personally, I find Titans the worst jumping things on this. So, but she'll know where she's going to get up the top. And once you've seen where you're going, you'll understand what we're doing. But right, is everyone else ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, okay, so Greggy, come to Solar.
Guardian down.
Ow.
And Dino, when you're alive, go to Void. Okay, I will get top Solar, Clown if you get left, and Greggy if you get right. So don't pick your skull up yet. We'll wait till all 3 are charged so we can all go at the same time. And obviously the rest of you can just do damage. You don't even need to, the 2 that are charging on Void, you don't need to pick yours up until damage phase. You can just pick it up. Right, okay. Grab your thingy and let's go. No, it is Void. I
can still grab it.
No, but we need you there to help. Just listen out to where to go, just because obviously there's going to be shitloads of ads on this plate because it's damage plate, so the more people there, the better. Right, are our 3 solars here? Yep. 3, 2, 1, drag the balls. Nice, get ready for nets and damage. Nets coming out, move out of the way. Nice. Finish doing damage to the boss. Dive bombers. Nets. Good, get back, dive bomb. Oh shit, I just blew myself up on the bloody sword. Thank you. Dive bombers. They're going, don't know where they're going. They're going to Clown. Right, okay. Stay where we are for now. We're going to go up and do what damage, white phase in a minute. 2 people that plonked in Void, try and remember to grab your skull. If you're not doing balls and you haven't used it, just grab it before damage phase so you can shoot it into the boss. But it's not the end of the world. It just means we've already got one charged on Void. So you won't... The first person shouldn't need to grab one. So DS, you won't need to move. Okay, everyone up the platform. My team follow me. And you'll see what I mean about going up sideways rather than forwards and backwards. Right, I've started on left. I mean right. Ours is nearly down. Oh no, it's just... Oh! Right, yeah, back to home plate, but grab your head, so get ready to grab heads. I'm not sure if that one on Void will stay or disappear, actually, if it hasn't been used. Does it disappear? Okay, just if it disappears, right? Yeah. Okay, go, Clown. Just go. Don't wait for a call up, son. Has anyone got the 3 orbs? And what's the other one? So 2 arcs and a void. Okay, so Dino go to arc, and everyone else go to void. So I'm going to void. So Clown, once yours is charged, just grab it and come to void, but use yours as damage on the boss rather than. Yep. And so DS, you'll obviously be taking the right hand ball. Yep. Give if you take top, and Dino if you take the left hand orb when it's time. So arc plate, as soon as yours, wait until yours are both charged. As soon as they are, get over to void. Oh shit! Oh god, I'm getting destroyed. Okay, cool. Give, are you on your way yet? You meant... Keep an eye out, because as soon as they're both charged, you should be going. It's alright. We've got time. As soon as you get a call out, you might as well get the void one now. And in 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. Okay, get ready for damage and net. Move out of the way. Lovely. Dive bombers. Net. Okay, dive bombers, really good damage. Right, this time, guys, we're not going to climb up the rocks. We're all going to go the same way. This time we're going to shoot his armpits, which will be basically on the rocks between here and Solar, but we're not going to move until he turns. So just follow me when we go. We're all 6 of us going to shoot the left hand thing first, and then the right. Right, follow me now. Just be careful because all these ads down there are going to be shooting us. Right, you'll see them here, and then just stand up and shoot them, the white things. Left first, then right. Right, now right. Nice, right. Back to your home plates, ready to pick up your skulls when they spawn in. Kill a few ads if you can, but get ready ultimately to pick them up. And don't wait, just pick them up, but obviously if you're first person, just grab, plonk at your home plate, second person, wait to be told where to go. They'll spawn in slightly different places this time. Okay, it's on arc, it looks like, the damage plate. Okay, so... And I'll go there, and then Greggy go to Void. Okay, so DS, when you come over here to take the ball, you'll be taking the left-hand ball, because it's the only Void one. Okay. You may as well, because 2 arcs should be ready soon anyway. I think the two. It's fine. Get you 2 arcs, get your balls, because DS is on his way over. So get everyone else. Grab your orbs and get over here if you can. Are you ready, all 3 people that are doing the balls? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, nice. Damage phase and net. So get out of the way of that net. Perfect, well done.
You'd better hold on to something.
It's like the Leviathan's got Thrush. Yeah, that's the boss.
I wouldn't let harm befall you. After you so deftly proved yourself. Welcome back to my comfort. My loyal
Oh
listener,
god, another bloody ghost.
the end is coming.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not actually too difficult. It's only that boss. But as soon as you get what you're doing, it's actually not that difficult at all. It's just a case of understanding it. It's chaotic because everything's happening at the same time and you haven't got long to damage him.
I will
So
find you again.
Yes, thank you for that. That was fantastic.
well, it was fun. Give. We were in the 3rd damage phase. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just being facetious because it amuses me. Well, I'm glad you've noticed.
Well, thank you very much for that, guys.
That's all right. I'll. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I'm planning to do. I know this isn't a Wednesday, but I'm planning to do like a Sherpa raid every Wednesday. So I will just post on Reddit. But basically, a few weeks ago I did one. Then the second week, about 5 people joined, and 3 of them were like, "Oh, I didn't know we were raiding tonight." So it's like, ugh. So it didn't happen. This week I was busy on Wednesday, so I thought I'd do it today. But I'm cycling through all the raids. So I did Leviathan first. I'm doing this. I've done Eater of Worlds this week. Next week I plan to do Spire of Stars. Then I'll do Last Wish and so on and so forth. So that's my plan anyway. So yeah, if people want to, then I'm happy to join. And I only dragged Give into it because there was an original group I had, and we only had 4 people. 2 of which couldn't join. So I thought, well, at least if I get her in, I've only got to find 2 people, just because I didn't know how many we'd get. So normally it would be 5 newbies and me, so you wouldn't have the pleasure of Give breaking your ears. The glamour.
Right, I'll keep an eye out for your Reddit post then.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, yes. Yep. That one's a bit harder. It's a similar layout to this. Although you've got a first encounter, you've got a jumping puzzle, you've got a pre-boss, and then a boss. But the pre-boss and boss is a lot more. Well, not the pre-boss so much, but the boss on Spire of Stars is a fucking arseache. It really is. It's so annoying, and it's so annoying. It's hard to explain. There's so much. It's like mechanic 1, mechanic 2, mechanic 3, mechanic 4, mechanic 5, mechanic 6, and then damage phase. So it's so easy to fuck it up without. And there's a random element to it as well, where people get a buff, and you don't know who those people are going to be. So. You have to know how to do everything, because at any point you could be doing it. But in a way, I think raids are better like that, because, like someone said earlier, otherwise you get into the habit where people will grab you, take you through, but you don't actually learn how to do it, because they'll just get you, I'll just stand there and shoot shit, and you don't actually learn what's going on, and it's boring. Like, I can do a strike if I want to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Until you met me. I know, I do, I know. We recruited you after about a year of raiding with you almost every week, and then eventually you decided to join the clan. Yeah. But it was the best move you ever made, wasn't it? Remember, I operate the death penalty. You could be evicted from the clan at any moment. You can think of me. Cool. See you later.
Thank you very much for the run, guys.
That's alright.
I'll see you around.
See you around. Oh, dear.